Well, look what I've got. Turbo Gold screws, the professional's choice, the famous Turbo Gold single threaded wood screw. Okay, fine. Guess how much though? At the moment, at Screwfix, 50 quid, should have been £70, but I picked it up for 50. There is 2,800 screws in here of assorted sizes. So, let's get it open and have a look inside and see what we've got. Right. Oh, there is it. Little catch. Oh. Right, I must admit, quite impressed with the case. All this underneath here is rubber to keep them in place. Got your sizes marked down there. You get this nice little plastic sheet here. See, look. So you can hide behind that. It's not bulletproof though. Anyway, so what do you actually get in here? Oops. What do you actually get in here? Right, fine. You get 3.5 by 30. You get 3.5 by 40. You get 4 by 30. You get 4 by 40. Then you get 4 by 50. 4 by 50 again, you get 5 by 50 and 5 by 50 again, which are those ones there. Then you get 5 by 60, 5 by 70, 5 by 80, 6 by 100. Right? These are the only ones that are PZ 3 heads, all the rest are all PZ 2 heads on them. So you only really need basically 2 sizes. Well, you might not want to use these, actually take them out, because they are rather big. Mind you, I don't know, a lot of people use them. Anyway. What's special about these screws then? What's different about them from all the other screws that I've looked at? Not really that much, but I'll show you. I'm going to try it different this time. I'm going to put the screw down here. I'm going to bring the camera over. And I'm going to point it directly down there at that to see if I can get it to focus once I find my little thing. So let's go and try that and I'll get it set up. Oh well, my first attempt to try to do it in close didn't work. I went far too close, so I'll try it here and see if I can do it. See if you can see it all. Right, we'll start from the beginning. What is special about these? They have the usual customary very sharp point on them here. And as I try turning this round, if you look down here, you can see the cutout. This helps it start, also helps the thread cut into it as well. And as you're going up the shaft here, it also acts as like a bit of a self countersinking bit. Not countersinking. Piloting, that's it, that's the word I'm looking for, piloting. It actually helps pilot in as well and stops the wood from splitting. But then of course you have the rifling up here on the shaft. All this is rifling. What this does is it bores in and it helps the wood again from splitting, and all these bits here start filling up with the waste material as well. And of course you've got your threads as well, which is quite sharp on these ones. Yeah, it's quite sharp. They're not very deep, but they're deep enough. And as we go up here, you then come to the main shaft here, which is actually quite a bit bigger than the actual shaft in here, I would say. And of course then as you move up here, I'll just turn this round, okay, so we can see it a bit. Can we see it? Swap over a bit. Yeah, do it this way. Of course, up here you have your double countersink head with your ribs underneath here, which helps it countersink into the wood. Self countersinking, I think they call the ribs actually. We just call them ribs, it makes it easier. And of course these ribs under here are to help it seat level and flush, like these ones across here, into place. Not for drilling all the way down into the wood to sink it into place. It's what a lot of people seem to think. It's to set it flush. And of course there's your head here, which in this one's a PZ3, which is Phillips PZ3. Yeah, okay then. Right, they say these screws will do plastic, they'll do softwoods, hardwoods, they'll do sheet metal under 1mm, but they'll also do masonry. Having the cut out here in the front, and this was one of the screws that I actually first noticed this. We were doing a job, the job wasn't going to work out, so I had to take the screws back out, and I was using Turbo Gold at the time. And I was using 5 by 50. They also have this cutting edge, they all have the cutting edge at the front on them. And what I noticed was when the screws came out, there was the red that had actually been cut away was on there. And they were also wearing on the actual rifle shaft here as well. There were bits of red stuff on there. And in the majority of cases, I've reviewed a lot of these screws with this cutting bit on it, and they've said they're not for masonry. And yet they're saying they are for masonry. I looked at the Screwfix bit, and the Screwfix bit wasn't, because I was online at the time. I think that I misprint there. So really and truly, if it's got a cutting point at the end here, it's not really for masonry, because you will cut some of your actual plastic away, and you could have a pull out, you could have a fail. So it's not advisable to use that. Alright, so universal screw, yes, okay, but not for masonry. And how do they fix with water? Well, I've had these screws outside now in various places for over 3 years. Yeah, definitely 3 to 4 years now, I think, because that's when we built that gate for my niece. Yeah, so, and they haven't rusted, they haven't corroded, they're still as good as what they were basically when they went in. So I mean, that's definitely 4 years for outside use. I mean, that's pretty good. And over here in Britain we do get some bad weather, like this winter's been pretty bad. So anyway, fine. How do they drive in? Okay, we'll take with customary 5x50. We'll put in some of them, see how they go, see how they countersink into place. Right, see how they go. Ready? Not bad, flicked a little bit up, but yeah. I'll do another one. Yeah, they're alright actually, not brilliant, but well, I would expect it a bit better. I'm surprised at that actually. They have flicked a little bit. No, they haven't, it's coming off. Yeah, right then, so we'll now try 4x50. See how we get on. 4x50 did a better job, but I've always said that these screws, they're 4 mil range on these screws are very good. Nope, pushed that a bit too far. Did pushed it a bit too far. Do another one. Pushed that in a bit far. There we go. In. Right then. So how do they compare with the combi drills and the drill drivers? Well, we'll give the Milwaukee a shot. We'll put it on its, yeah, it's on its first torque setting. We'll give it a 5x50. See how it goes. This thing's too powerful for its own good. Hey, no problem at all, it's working. Right, we'll try another one. Just make sure that wasn't a fluke, because this is on its last torque setting. I mean its first torque setting. There we go. Yeah, and it goes. I must admit, well impressed. That actually worked. We'll try 4x50. I know it's going to bury it because the torque setting won't go low enough for it. Knew it would bury it. It did. Right. I'm going to bring you round now. We've done that. And I'd like to see some screws going actually in with the combi drill and the impact, and you can make up your own mind. I'll show you what this is like here. You know, look at it first and I'll show you some going in. Okay, right then, as you can see here how the screws have went in. You can see the one that the Milwaukee drill actually buried in there. Not too bad, not too shabby. Right, so I'll bring it down here and I'll just put some screws in with the Milwaukee Surge hydraulic drive. Right. There we go, it's that in. That's a 4 by 50. We'll now put a 5 by 50. There we go. A bit deeper maybe. There we go. Very good control over this. We'll try a 70 by 5. Yeah, 70 by 5. Now. Go. Little bit there needs taken away. There we go. Nice and neatly done. So we'll now try the combi. Nope. Again, 5 by 50. There we go. Flick that up though. It's okay, it came off. I'll try another one just to make absolutely sure. We'll come away this time, we're getting too close. Oops, turn it up a bit. Yeah, I think I have noticed something. Just try it there. There you go. Any place. Right. So you've seen them. I'll just put another one in just to make sure that there's nothing untoward going on. You can see I went rather close to the edge on that one too. So it just goes to show how good these screws actually are then. Right. So we'll get the camera back now. Right. Seeing as the Milwaukee's a little bit on the old powerful side for the 4x50s and the 4mm range. Now, I actually really like these in their 4mm diameter. I find they go in a lot easier, a lot better, they cause a lot less damage to the wood. I'm going to against the 5s in the range, they're very good. I mean, they are a very good screw. It's just preference what you prefer using. But for 50 quid, I wasn't walking away from it, I was going to get it. Right, I'll just show you some of these going in. Hey, made a right ham and egg of that job, didn't I? Thought it didn't activate. Got it though, right. This goes to show, can't always get it right all the time. Right. There we go. Turn that back up again, it wants to be on there. Right, I'll do a few more. Come down a bit, make it easier. There we go. A second, yeah. Right, I'll do a 5 by 50. Right, try that one. Try it here. Right. Oh, of course this won't work with that. There we go. No problem at all. As I said, fantastic little drillers for this. It's just a problem with the Milwaukee. Torque settings are a bit high. I'll give it a quick go, see how we're getting on with it. Right, I'll try some more. Actually, I'll just turn this up on a 3 and I'll try a 70 by 5. No problem at all, did it? As I said, nice this, but it prefers bigger screws rather than the smaller diameter screws. Anyway, this is Turbo Gold. As I said, not really much more I can say about them. They're a great screw. I prefer the smaller diameter screws, right enough like. But I've had no problems with these screws and I've used a lot of this. In fact, if anything, I actually switched for a while and wouldn't use anything else but these screws. But it's price for price nowadays with me, because all the other screws, they're good and I go on price. If they've got it and it's at the right price, I just buy them and I just go with them. Okay then, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I hope you've enjoyed it and I hope I've, well, helped you in some way anyway. So, see you the next time.